Hi, this is Ian Wright, Saturday night meditation live, for anyone who wants to listen. I just was thinking, I've been doing this over 8 months now, every Saturday. Obviously don't have much to do on Saturdays. Anyways, people are asking me what I'm up to these days. What I'm mainly doing is doing remote practicing, where I'm treating people, video or non, and working with people from all over, Australia, America, Europe, various places, Britain, Ireland, and quite complex cases, lots of long COVID, lots of complex neurological stuff, and I'm really enjoying working that way. It's very different to how I've spent my whole life practicing hands-on, and I will get back to practicing hands-on, but right now this is working incredibly well, and I'm really enjoying it. And doing these other online courses, the stillness practices courses. Right now I'm working on a course in self-healing and a course in the cardiovascular system, stillness, light, and the heart, which is for practitioners. So I'm keeping myself busy. Someone asked me, what's the difference between the stillness practices course and the kind of your normal kind of meditational apps and stuff like that? And so it's very different. It's very different. It's a process which goes through a series of interlinking meditations that build on each other, 36 of them, which take us through learning and growth to reconnect with stillness, to reconnect deeply with our health, reconnect really deeply with nature and our own internal nature, and really develop this feeling sense, this felt sense. So it really couldn't be called meditation. It's much more than this. Now, the meditations we tend to do are quite short ones, possibly shorter than one would normally do. And so this time I think we're going to go on a little longer. So if you get bored or tired, just obviously you're in control. But we're going to spend a little bit more time here to really kind of develop a connection to this field. And this field we're going to connect with it's like a universal quantum field of potential. You could, if you were looking at it from a scientific point of view, it could be called the Tao. Taoists would call it that, from which it is the potential field for which it's the unmanifest, from which all potentially manifests, or Buddhists would call it the primordial state. An awareness of it could be called Rigpa. We could call it dynamic stillness, which is what I would possibly call it, this universal field from which all possibilities arise. And so what I want us to do is to really develop a feeling sense of this field and actually our connection with it. And that's going to lead us somewhere I think quite interesting. So if you're ready, let's take some time and come back into ourselves and relax. So just accept however you feel. However you feel. Do you feel a little tense, a little anxious, or a little happy? Or all of those? Normally it's a mixture, isn't it? Whatever you're feeling in this moment, as soon as we kind of tune into ourselves, we feel something. We tend to feel a lot of different things, emotions or feelings, or our day and the craziness of life right now, which is only accentuating, isn't it? But just accept whatever is, and by accepting it, it softens that field and allows a little space in. So just bring your attention to something quiet that's present in your breathing, something soft, something delicate. Feel the quietness in the spaces between my words. between the spaces between your thoughts. Just enjoy kind of slipping into those spaces. There's a quiet spaciousness to them. Just release any tension on your out breath. And just slowly the noise quietens naturally. Little things still say something in your ear, I'm hungry, my back's a little sore. Just allow them, it's fine. And just enjoy the quietness as it builds. That quietness is always there. That's it. Now just allow your attention to go wide, outside of you, and bring your attention to your hearing. And behind the sounds, there's always some sound going on. There is a quiet, a stillness that's always there behind the sound. And as you develop your connection to that quiet that's always there, it can really quieten and help you to find a little peace normally. If you don't feel quiet on the inside, you can find it outside you. And that quiet that's outside you is in you too. Just allow yourself settle into that. Rest in that kind of peace that's always there outside you, around you, holding you. Okay, so now just bring your attention to somewhere that feels peaceful and quiet behind your eyes. Your eyes are closed. Just let your eyes soften and relax. And behind your eyes is, allow yourself to see space. It's like space. It's a huge spaciousness that's behind your eyes. Allow yourself relax into that spaciousness. Sometimes you can see it's like space. It can be dark or it can have stars in it. It's quiet, has that silence of the universe. It's like when you open yourself up to that spaciousness that's behind your eyes. It's like your body or your sense of your body starts to kind of soften and quieten and almost like dissolve into the space. You become part of that spaciousness. That is your awareness. But it's much, much bigger than you. Just allow yourself, it's okay to relax into that, and almost like you become spaciousness. It's like you become transparent. and you are part of that beautiful spaciousness. This spaciousness is this field of potential, this quantum field by which all possibilities can arise. It is the unmanifest by which all of us are formed from. This is the primordial state. And the thing about it, which is the most important, is we are it. We are that. There's no separation. We dissolve into it. We are that non-dual spaciousness, that dynamic stillness, that field of all potential. Just allow yourself, your awareness, to enjoy that feeling of huge, immense, universal spaciousness with all the greatest power in the universe. And that is you. And you are one with everything in that moment, in this moment. And it's incredibly peaceful. And it's incredibly potent. And there is no time here. It's timeless. It's beyond time or before time. slowly, you start to feel your form again. You start to feel your legs. You start to feel your edges. It's like you're being reformed from that dynamic stillness. From that field of possibilities, you are reforming. Refreshed. Then slowly open your eyes and move around so you can reconnect. But you are part of that. You are part of that. And these experiences are really important to connect us fundamentally with ourselves and with the universe. And we realize that we are that. There is no separation. Yeah. So that's brings us towards some of these non-dual practices. I'm putting together a course on that, on a variety of non-dual practices from various aspects: Buddhist, Taoist, Christian, scientific, contemplative views, which take us to this same place, which I think is valid. So, have a nice evening, and I wish you well, and see you next time.